Uncle Joe's epic flop. So, there we were at the annual family reunion, the one time of year we all pretend to get along, when Uncle Joe decided to spice things up with his new magic trick. Uncle Joe, bless his heart, had always been the self-proclaimed magician of the family, though most of his tricks involved more distraction than illusion. This year, he promised something truly spectacular, something that would leave us all spellbound. Naturally, we were skeptical, but we gathered around anyway, eager to see what he had up his sleeve, literal or metaphorical. Uncle Joe began his performance with a flourish, pulling out a deck of cards that looked suspiciously worn and, if I'm being honest, a little sticky. As he shuffled the deck with all the finesse of a caffeine-deprived sloth, we braced ourselves for the inevitable card trick. Instead, he boldly announced, "I will now make something disappear." With a dramatic wave of his hand, he reached into his jacket pocket and pulled out Mom's credit card. The entire family gasped, not because of the trick, but because it was the very card that had mysteriously vanished from Mom's purse 3 months ago. As Uncle Joe continued his act, detailing his magical adventures abroad, a picture began to form. Apparently, he'd been using the card as a prop in various parts of the world, or, more accurately, he'd been swiping it in various parts of the world. We listened in horror as he described his disappearances to Paris, Tokyo, and Rio, all while insisting it was part of his research for the ultimate illusion. Mom's face turned a shade of red that even Crayola would struggle to name, but she let him finish, mainly because we were all curious as to how far he'd take this charade. Finally, after a lengthy tale that included a completely unnecessary subplot about a rabbit in a top hat, Uncle Joe concluded his trick by announcing, "And now, watch as I make the credit card disappear once more." With that, he tossed the card over his shoulder. It landed with a plop in the punch bowl, sending a splash of fruit punch over his audience. There was a brief moment of silence before Dad quipped, "Looks like you really charged up our reunion this year, Joe." And just like that, the tension broke, replaced by laughter. Or was it the relief of knowing that at least Uncle Joe's magic career was finally disappearing?